Folks, I am pissed. I've been away from the United States for 11 years. I live in what the Deagle report of 2020, which was memory hold quickly. You can't find it even on the Wayback Machine, but I have this habit of grabbing things, and I'm looking at it. I looked at it this morning over coffee, and Chile was rated the second safest country in the world among 195, right after Russia. Interesting. So I live in paradise. We have fewer than 20 million people in a country that's 4,000 miles long vertically for every climate and microclimate that literally exists. But the thing is, though, I'm still an American, and I have my doctorate in political science. So, of course, I eat it up. This channel is basically about Jesus and other related topics such as agape, the kind of love a parent has for a child. That's the way God loves us, and you need to be all in. You can't have one toe in the water and one toe in the world. You can't love mammon or gold and silver. I keep seeing more and more articles. Hey, silver's going to go to 1,000. Gold's going to go to 50,000. I'm sick of that too. But the main reason I'm coming on, people be the damn, I'm a silver stacker. Hey, you know. The main thing that has me so rattled, and almost nothing does, is Trump. President Trump, and I'm going to use a word I never have in almost 6 years of YouTubing. Almost 875 videos. He is a professional con artist, bullshitter extraordinaire. What a bloviator. Blah, blah, blah. My administration, I, me, my, mine. What a narcissist, what an egotist, what a P.T. Barnum. I mean, he used to hang out at the WWF. His best friend was Vince, the former head of it. What's he doing? And he has Hulk Hogan at his last thing. I mean, think about that. I love Trump. And then Hogan dies under kind of mysterious circumstances. Then we have this whole Charlie Kirk thing. Why did Kirk die when he died? You know, he'd done a lot of college appearances, but he happened to die that particular time because Trump couldn't get people to stop asking questions about his long relationship with Epstein. We had this intentional distraction, this trip to Alaska that was truncated. They didn't even have lunch. That was to change the subject. Okay, he felt, well, that'll certainly do it. No more questions about Epstein and me. I met Melania through Jeffrey. That didn't do it. He's like, damn. So it was arranged through the Mossad and the CIA. They often work hand in hand for the bodyguards. And this is the truth. It's been unredacted in lots of channels. This is not any kind of conspiracy theory. If you think it is, then with respect, you're just not keeping up with the news. The whole thing was a setup, and guess what? That really worked. Oh, killing Charlie Kirk really shut people up. It was the Lord's doing it. We're going to have a new Christian revival in the United States. No, we're not. We are Mystery Babylon, Jeremiah 50, 51, etc. And the chapters leading up to that are all about Israel. So here's the point. We have Venezuela surrounded. They always were great friends of the USA, okay? Until one day, Chavez, oh, evil Chavez, you see, decided he didn't want to use the petrodollar. Oh, what? What'd you say? You don't want to use the petrodollar. So Hillary Clinton, who thought, well, I already was the president once, Bill was running around chasing skirts, and more skirts than just that of Monica Lewinsky, okay? So I'll just go down there without even asking the President Obama. I'm the Secretary of State, and I will tell Chavez, you might want to reconsider not using the petrodollar. See, it's all about the damn petrodollar, and it'll soon be all about the stablecoin. And he said, what are you talking about? We love you. We fly your F-16s. We're major trading partners. All we do is ship to Miami or New Orleans. Yeah, oh, we love you too, but I think you want to keep using that petrodollar. Well, no, with respect, we have gold, so we want to do our own coin thing. The same exact scenario as Saddam Hussein had. It was called the dinar. They have oil, and they wanted to use their own dinar. Whoa, you don't do that. He was a CIA asset, y'all, okay? And he was tricked into invading Kuwait, which had been drilling horizontally under the border with Saudi Arabia. Go ahead and invade. Really? Are you sure it's okay? Oh, yeah, it's okay. Are you really sure I should do that? There won't be any bad ramifications, no blowback at me. Oh, no. See, the CIA lies. Everybody lies. So he did, and then he was evil. Saddam Hussein. Saddam. Saddam, sounds like Satan. And Saddam Hussein, George Bush Sr., and evil Saddam Hussein, who worked for the CIA, as did Bin Laden. All this stuff drives me nuts. Okay, so what's happening now? I'm saying it's just like that. The whole problem began with Chavez because he wanted to sell the people's oil, not using the damn petrodollar. That's the problem. Well, Hillary Clinton imposed very strict import sanctions, restrictions on their only port, which is Maracaibo. Okay? And I mean, she went to all of the major conglomerates like Procter & Gamble, Colgate-Palmolive, Kellogg's Cereals, General Mills, Kraft, which owns, for example, all the cookies, Oreos, and so forth. Keebler, you have like Nabisco, Fig Newtons, Oreos, Kraft Mayonnaise, Unilever, Clorox, all the companies, even like Kotex, were told don't send things to Venezuela. Well, when there's a shortage of something, the price, of course, goes to the moon. And that's what happened. And they kept cranking up the sanctions, making them more and more harsh, draconian. And so we reached a point where recently inflation got up to 2 million% in Venezuela. Now, why do I care so much? Well, first of all, I'm still married. I mean, we've been apart for 2 years, but she's fighting it, so it'll take another year. But my wife, my former wife, Paula, is from San Cristobal, Venezuela, which is like the mile-high city. It's actually a mile high up in the mountains in Venezuela. I have friends who are immigrants who came here, not because Chavez was evil or the guy who took his place, Maduro, is a monster, okay? No, the monster is Trump. The monster is Biden. The monster is Barry Soetoro, Obama. Those are the monsters. Lindsey Graham, Victoria Nuland, Bill Kristol, okay? Schumer, Pelosi, Schiff, those are the monsters. These guys were just minding their own business, wanting to sell the oil in their own way, not using the damn petrodollar. I hate that word. So now we have the country encircled, and Mr. Cutie Pie, okay, Mr. Fatso with his colonoscopy bag that leaks, so he stinks like a damn skunk. People can't stand to be around him. Bad circulation from eating Big Macs every day. Hey, 2 Big Macs with extra fries. And, a Diet Coke with NutraSweet. Technical name is aspartame. Terrible diet when he has the best chefs arguably in the whole world at his disposal in the White House. What would you like? A chicken breast with some snazzy vinaigrette? No. I want 2 Big Macs and 2 supersized fries and a great big pure chemicals Diet Coke. No wonder many people think he's dying. But the point is, there is no drug situation. There's not a drug cartel sending drugs from Venezuela. If anybody would know, it would be me. Maracaibo is their only port. That's where the restrictions were done by Hillary. And by the way, she died during the first election campaign. That's why Trump debated that woman. He called her that woman. It was a clone. You die of prions disease when you eat children. Cannibalism isn't a real good idea. Right now, she's in hell big time. Now, there's different layers of hell. The bottom layer has Hitler, Stalin, Mussolini, Pol Pot, Mao Zedong, Al Capone, Bonnie and Clyde, all the worst of the worst, okay? So what I can't stand is that yet again, using the fake reason of drugs, you see, that's the loophole, so he doesn't have to go to Congress. Mr. Clever pleasing the neocons who own his ass. The peace president, my ass. We're going to go in there, regime change, and Rubio, a good Latin, Florida, he wants to turn Venezuela into the next Miami. There aren't too many English speakers in Miami. Technically, I was up there in August twice. You feel as if you're in South America. I mean, the guy at the Marriott Hotel was from Venezuela. The cab driver was from the Dominican Republic. I had a lot of people from Cuba everywhere. Like, hi, how you doing? It's so great to be back in my country for the second time in 11 years. No entiendo. I don't understand. You don't understand? No. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué razón? Tengo habilidad en ambos idiomas, completamente. I have ability in both idioms or languages completely. I'm from Venezuela. I'm from Haiti. I'm from Cuba. Wow, my life is great here because I don't have to speak English. That's why everybody from South America loves to go to Miami, because no English is necessary. Only when you get up to, let's say, Disney World in Orlando, do you encounter actual English speakers. You see, what they want to do is go in there and blow it up and then commercialize it. They want to make Miami all over again in Venezuela. It's all about the money, 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 but especially the money that comes from oil. And we're going to do the same damn thing in Iran. Petroleum, petroleum, petroleum. What makes me sick is that he ran on a campaign of drill, baby, drill. We're going to drill domestically. My ass! Where's the drilling? The Permian Basin in Texas had 50 billion barrels of oil. They were positive. That's what these geologists do. 30 billion have been taken out of the ground. There remain roughly 20 billion barrels of oil. No! You see, our country, and it's my country too, because I didn't renounce my citizenship, would rather steal the oil. Let's steal it. Let's go into Libya and kill Gaddafi and steal their oil. That's what we do, you see. We're the most hated nation in the entire world after Israel. Did you know that? Well, maybe you don't travel enough. Oh no, the United States is wonderful. The land of the free. The land of the free, my ass. Look what he's doing to these cities. That's another whole can of worms. Using federal troops to go into these cities because there's so much crime. Do you know crime has gone down in Memphis? The mayor's like, what are you doing? So he wants to lock down the country, but he's doing it in piecemeal fashion. A little bit here, a little bit there. Portland's the most recent one. You are headed to martial lawville. But what makes me puke is another example of our rampant, blatant, for decades long, imperialism. The United States is detested. These immigrants did not come here, and we have like 400,000 of them because of evil Maduro and the president before him, Hugo Chavez. They came here because the price of like one bar of soap, Ivory, Safeguard, Irish Spring, doesn't matter, is like $10, $12. I didn't say for the six-pack that you see at Walmart or Target. I mean one bar. Toothpaste is absurd. Try getting feminine hygiene products, like adult diapers. They don't have any beef there. They have chicken, they have hogs, no beef whatsoever. I used to spend like 5 million Colombian pesos to my wife's family, and they were so grateful. They'd go to Cucuta, they cross the border, which is a river, and buy in Colombia, a place called Cucuta in the north. And man, did her mother love me. Her mother wanted to marry me. But the point is, I'm sick of Trump and his bullshit and his I, me, my narcissism, okay? And his changing his mind constantly ism, to tweeting something at 3 a.m. and by 11 a.m., depending upon who flatters him most recently, he's changed his mind. I think you're a great president. Oh, thank you. And that guy's golden. He has no guiding principles. He certainly isn't Ronald Reagan, okay? He is a neocon through and through and a Zionist through and through. And people who had a reputation for being moderates, like Tulsi Gabbard, for example, well, you've seen a change in their demeanor. Oh, if you don't get with the program with the Trumpster, you're on the outs. He has a funny way of ostracizing your butt if you're not really, really a neocon. I love war. Let's support those stocks. Northrop Grumman. You gotta love that Lockheed Martin. Gotta love Raytheon, Halliburton, always getting those no-bid contracts. We go in there and blow things up, and then Halliburton magically gets to rebuild. No other companies have a chance to even bid. That's what happened in Iraq. We built like 43 new forts after blowing up the place, you see? Wow. And who owned most of the Halliburton stock? Dick Cheney, the architect of 9/11. But there's also felonious, fat neocon wife, Liz Cheney, who's every bit as bad as Victoria Nuland. And before her, Bill Kristol. All these guys love war, war, war. Why do you think in Jeremiah 50, the United States gets cremated, decimated, eviscerated? I'm sick of it. I've never done a video where I just let it fly. Effing Donald Trump, you make me sick. All the stuff upon which you campaigned, you have not done. Who killed Bobby Kennedy in Los Angeles? Who killed Martin Luther King? What about the audit of Fort Knox? We're going to do it. We're going to go down there. I don't know. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to take Elon with me. You are a bullshitter. And you caved. You promised you wouldn't. You said you'd be your own man with your own backbone. You caved to the neocons and the Zionists once again, just like in the first term. And you almost started a war, which yours truly stopped by making a bunch of phone calls and then emailing your prideful, fat, dying of cardiovascular disease, and saying, media alerted, Southcom in Tampa, Secretary of the Navy at the Pentagon, element of surprise is lost, call off invasion. And you did, and you blamed it on Colombia. Well, of course, the people around him wanted to know what happened. Well, Colombia's president, Duarte, at the last minute got cold feet. Bullshit! I acted. But now here we go again. They still want that oil. There's more oil in Venezuela than anywhere. But there's also a lot of oil in Iran. So why in the world, other than blatant Zionism, of course, they can do no wrong. And if you say as much as like, well, I think Bibi would look a little better if he changed his hairstyle. You're an anti-Semite. You can't say one word. They've used that anti-Semite, that Semitism thing ever since World War II. One word, and you're an anti-Semite. I'm sick of it, aren't you? Oh, they're perfect. They're God's chosen people. Tucker did a thing. You want to know the real God's chosen people? The Christians. They're not Christians. They're not even real Jews. They don't go to temple. They don't read their Torah. Torah. Two different pronunciations. Now, Zionists are people who they're like MAGA people. Yeah, Israel first. I love Israel. They're basically very, very patriotic citizens of Israel. There's not necessarily any correlation, not even a deciliter of connection between God and Israel. Okay? They just love Israel to death, and Israel can do no wrong because of the Bible stuff, you see. And Trump's all about it. On top of that, to add insult to injury, a whole separate topic, and then I'll let you go. He also, in addition to being a Jesuit and a 33rd degree Freemason, has on the roof of the Trump Tower, of course he has the penthouse, so right above his head is a black cube. What's this black cube thing about? You find them all around the world. Not everywhere, but there's many of them. The black cube is a worship sign of Saturn, and Saturn is very similar to Satan. So he worships Satan. His god is Abaddon, Apollyon, found in Revelation 13. Would you please, even if you come from a military background, well, my granddaddy was a Marine, and my father was a Marine, and go America. I love America, the red, white, and blue, the land of the free. Free my butt. Less and less free every day. Look what he's doing to the cities. America is hated worldwide. I've traveled everywhere. Right behind the hatred for Israel, for its genocide, is the United States of America. For its blatant, we are the global police, do what we want, or we will blow you back to the Stone Ages. Or if you want, you can take the bribe. Here's a whole lot of money for you. Okay, you want to play nice? That's fine. But they came down here in 1973 and pulled a coup d'etat. Allende got elected president, but they installed General Pinochet. And 3,000 people got shot in the head twice because they didn't want to go along with the program. Henry Kissinger was here with 41 CIA agents. Did you know about that? I'm so old that I studied this in UNC Chapel Hill, Political Science 86, called International Politics. Studied it in real time. Guess what, students? There's a coup d'etat going on, and our country's doing it down in our ally, Chile. America is going to get blown to Jupiter very soon. Its jig is up. And Trump is just another full of crap, full of wind, bloviator, P.T. Barnum, blah, 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 hanging out with the damn WWF wrestlers. No guiding principles, certainly no Ronald Reagan. And I'm sick of it. I've never been so pissed off in my life. Do you know how many people, innocent women and children, are going to die when they start blowing stuff up? We worship war, and God hates it. Consider that. Goodbye.